uh, the image of the RAM memory that is kind of the image of the RAM that is currently loaded up currently. So the thing is that you can kind of parse that and all. So if I click on capture memory, what it is doing is that it is again getting some services. It is installing certain drivers internally, and it is capturing the RAM memory for us. Okay, and you see like it is already started. There is 2 GB of RAM allocated to this operating system. It has kind of detected okay, RAM size 2 GB, and it is dumping the RAM memory for us. Okay, so I'm closing this out because it will take some time. So I hope you got an idea that this FTK imager is a really nice tool. You can also utilize this for capturing the RAM memory. So thing is that let's say the Cape doesn't Cape I think also has that RAM memory option. It has I think if you go to this part, the desktop, the Cape, modules, bin, and I think it has that. I think it had one that tool also. Maybe it will come up, or maybe you can if you have some command line tool, you can just put that in the bin folder. But for the FTK imager, guys, I think you got an idea that you can do a lot of stuff from here. One thing is that you can mount the drive. So we'll be using this thing to mount this one, the base image object file. Okay, that we will be kind of investigating. This is the image of the drive of a suspect window laptop that has been kind of compromised by the malware. So we will be kind of using FTK imager to kind of mount that over here and perform our investigation analysis. Okay, so is there any question, guys, before I proceed? I hope you got a really good idea how you can utilize this FTK imager. You can also capture the RAM memory, which is a really important, really good feature, which I personally haven't used. But it's so if you see the memdum.file was created, so I will kind of delete that because it's not needed right now. And later, what I will do is I'll also showcase you. I'll also showcase you like BelkaSoft software, which I have personally used and is actually quite good one to kind of capture the RAM memory. Okay, so and the thing is that coincidentally, I've already unzipped this zip file. So zip file is of 1 GB. If you unzip that, you will get a VSDX file, which is of 7 GB. If you see over here, 7 GB. Right? So thing is that we'll be kind of investigating that. And guys, one thing I want to let you know for understanding that the image that I have shared with you, don't share with anyone else. And apart from that, that image was created by running the Cape software on the suspect system and getting all important kind of artifacts from there. I don't think it is the full disk image. Okay, it is not the full disk image. It is the thing which is kind of created by the Cape. So we'll look at that. I'm pretty sure it's the Cape image. It is not a disk image, but we'll look at that. Okay. So thing is that we'll kind of try to let's say we try to mount this up. Okay. Let's do that right now itself and quickly see that okay if it really works or not. So it does do that thing. Okay. We do this. We go over here. We do the image file. We click content, we select the file, we go to the share drive, we select the base image, and we click on finish. And you see the VSDS file has been mounted. You click in the plus button, you get two things. This is an unpartitioned space. This is again quite important. This showcases the unallocated space. We'll look at this unallocated space later. But our interesting thing is this one. Okay. If you look at the binary, so this is a partition. And if you look at like it says, I think it might be the full disk image. It might be the full disk image, but let's see. Okay, it says NTFS. It's an NTFS file system. That's a Windows system. And if I say over here, it is parsing the NFT record. Okay. And it has done that. This is the unallocated space. It's all okay. This is a root folder. And guys, the thing is that this is actually the full disk image. It is not something I think run by Cape, but it is actually the full disk image because I see there are a lot of files. It is okay. Yeah, sorry, I was wrong. It is the Cape because the reason is that in the full disk image you won't see this file, right? The CSV file. This is a log of the Cape file. Any questions, guys?
I think his driver has been generated from this FTK, I think, so. Like image.
You mean this Cape?
Yes, yes.
No. This is actually generated by the Cape. The reason is that one of the best thing to know that is if I go to C drive over there, if I go to the root folder, you see that there is a file over here, the copy log.txt, and here it clearly says Cape version, right? So yeah, so that's you can figure out that okay, it's the Cape that was ran on the suspect system, and all of this file has been kind of captured from there. Okay, so
you mean to say like you have selected all C drive and created the image from the Cape?
yeah, using the Cape software. So the scenario is that let me quickly figure it out. So there was a system. The Cape was copied to that system, and in similar manner, how we did that earlier, the Cape was executed. And thing is that I need to figure out what. But I think is that all the important files were kind of copied. It's not just a basic. Like let's say when we did the practical, we only copied the NFT file, if you remember, over here. But here the thing is that all the important files has been copied. It's not just the NFT file that we are seeing, okay? Because we see a lot of important other files. And to know that, okay, what all files are copied, this is a log file which says, okay, which will actually say you all the important files that were, it's a quite huge list if you see, okay? It's a quite huge list and it has a lot of artifacts over here. So it's definitely not the full disk image, because thing is that if there are certain files that were deleted, it will not, those content of that deleted file will not show up, but it is kind of it will, the Cape will only kind of extract those files which are present on the disk itself. Okay, so this is what we are kind of seeing over here. It's not the full disk image, but it is something from the Cape. Okay, it is done by the Cape, and all the minimal files that we need to kind of initiate the analysis, everything is kind of present over there. Okay, so is there any question on that, guys? Any other questions?
No.
Okay, so thing is that this is how you will be kind of mounting the image that I have kind of shared with you guys, and do your investigation. So there will be multiple questions that I will be kind of going through, and thing is that multiple questions that I will kind of going through, and we'll kind of looking at all of this, and we'll try to solve that investigation. And one of the thing, guys, again, I will say is that let me know if you have any concern, because I think for SOC professional, doing the investigation of the disk and the network forensics is something like which contributes almost 92% of the time of our life. We will be kind of doing this if we are in the SOC department. So that's the reason I am not kind of delivering the material as just a high level, but trying to kind of give you kind of like a lot of other important details, like saying that in much more detailed way. So because of that, it is taking some more time, and along with kind of answering your questions. So maybe we'll try to cover the other things, like let's say vulnerability assessment. Maybe we'll try to quickly touch upon the Metasploit exploit writing at a very high level.